Welcome to another video of the Azure Migrate series covering the demo of the tool and its capabilities. If you have watched the previous videos in the series, you must already be aware of how a typical migration journey is divided into stages of decide, plan, and execute. I believe you've discovered your workloads and created assessments for your applications to identify the recommended migration strategy, target Azure service, and estimated cost, as well as readiness. What's next? In the planning phase, you can enhance your assessments with code insights to help refactor applications. Let's dive in. Azure Migrate Code Assessment helps you identify the specific code changes required for modernization while significantly reducing analysis time across large codebases through context-aware insights. It enables informed decisions on whether an application should be refactored or replatformed by evaluating its compatibility with Azure targets. In addition, it provides actionable recommendations for code fixes and estimates the effort needed to make the application cloud-ready, helping teams plan and execute modernization with greater confidence and predictability. Before running code assessment, you must first create an Azure Migrate project. Next, you need to discover the inventory of your workloads and create applications. You can select the relevant applications and create an assessment to begin evaluating their code readiness. Alternatively, you can add code insights from the web assessment too. In the previous video, you learned how to create an application assessment. Now, let's enhance the assessment by adding code insights. Open your Azure Migrate project and navigate to Assessments Blade. You can select the assessment that needs to be updated. When you can click on Add Code Insights, you can choose either Cast Highlight or GitHub Copilot as the code scanning tool. Let's start with GitHub Copilot Assessment. You can add code insights using either of the two methods, upload using zip file or request report through GitHub. Let's look at the first approach, which is the simplest. If you already have a code scan report or have permissions to generate one, you can upload it as a zip file. You can generate code scan report using GitHub Copilot App Modernization extension in Visual Studio Code or AppCat CLI. Select Upload a zip file and browse to locate the zip file containing the reports you want to import, and then click Upload. You'll need to wait a few minutes for the upload and validation to be completed. Once the report is uploaded, it will appear in GitHub Copilot Assessment Report dropdown. Select Add and wait for the operation to complete. Once mapping is done, the assessment is marked as outdated. Select Recalculate to incorporate code insights in assessment. After recalculation is complete, review the updated code insights. If you cannot generate a code insights report yourself or do not have access to code repository, you can use request report via GitHub method. This approach allows cloud administrators and application developers to collaborate while adhering to their organization's code security guidelines. To allow Access Azure Migrate to create GitHub issues, ensure that you have already created a GitHub app and installed it on the code repository. In the Add Code Insights page, select Create GitHub Connection. In the Create New GitHub Connection side pane, provide a friendly name for the connection. Specify the GitHub repository for creating an issue. Enter the app ID of the GitHub app you created. Copy all the contents of the private key file you generated for your GitHub app and installation ID. Select Create Connection and wait for the connection to get created successfully. Return back to Add Code Insights page and select Request Report via GitHub. Select the appropriate connection name and then select Request. Azure Migrate creates GitHub issue in the repository specified in the connection details. By using the GitHub Copilot App Modernization extension, you can scan your code and upload reports directly to the related GitHub issue. After updating the issue, Azure Migrate automatically attaches the code scan reports to the associated web applications in the assessed application. Recalculate the assessment to view enhanced results with code insights. In the application assessment, you'll see that the migration strategy has changed from replatform to refactor. You can view the code changes required in the web apps to make the application ready for Azure. Review the code changes by selecting each tab: Issues, Warnings, or Information. These tabs provide a summarized view of code changes, effort estimate, and recommended action for the assessed application. Now that you have learned how to enhance application assessments with code insights using GitHub Copilot, next step is to create wave plan for migrating the application to Azure.